Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure, and today I got a haul to share with you. I haven't been able to do much, although luckily I got my voice back, but I still have these really bad coughs because I got really sick, so I wasn't able to finish. I did my my letter U, but I'm still editing that and doing the voiceover for that, so I'm working on that now. But I have all these hauls. I have so many hauls to share with you. I need to use them because I've been wanting to use them in with my projects, but it's hard remembering what to put back so that I can show you what all I got. So I want to get those done now so I can start going back to projects. But on Mother's Day, my husband took us out to Red Lobster for dinner, and right behind there was Michael's, and my daughter was like tapping like crazy wanting to go to Michael's. So after we were done eating, we stopped there. And then after that, we stopped at the JoAnn's there, which is further than the one, because there's another one that's right near us, but this one is further, and that one's a lot bigger and has, I get better luck at that one than the one near me. The one near me, I get really bad luck. So we went to that one last time before they closed, and I got a lot of stuff. So first, Michael's, they had some things that were reduced, like this was only $3. It's the alcohol lift ink from Tim Holtz, and I have not used this yet, so I'm really excited to try this out. And then they also had an ink blending pen too, which I thought was interesting, and that was half price too, only $3. So excited to try that out. And it has the large end and the small end, so I'll have to watch some videos to remember how to use them, because of course I don't have one, so I haven't used it yet, but I'm excited to try it. And then these I do have, and I thought it would be good to get some more because they were marked down to $3. And there's 50 in there for alcohol ink for blending and stuff. And then they had some stamps, and I try to stay away from these ones, these big wooden ones, but I really loved this map, and I like doing those as backgrounds on projects. Like I've done like backgrounds like this on tags and stuff, and it was originally $10 and I got it for $5. I really love this map, so I did get this one. And this one gave me some ideas because it's a window, and I thought it'd be really interesting to cut these parts out and put something else behind it. I thought it'd be kind of interesting for different sceneries and stuff. I don't know, it just gave me a bunch of ideas. And then there were these really cute doggies. It was only 2, and they were golden retrievers, so I had to get that one for our doggy journals. And then in their like baking stuff, they had these molds reduced, and it kind of gave me some ideas. I've seen people try these for different things too than just baking, you know. They use these for cakes and stuff to get that texture. But I was thinking, I do have my hot glue gun, the Mod Podge one that's for molding, and I do have certain paste too, and I was thinking about using that in these, and then like, because these are silicone, and peeling them off to get some really cool textures on things. Worst comes to worst, if not, I could use these on my gel press, you know, so that way it still leaves like a cool mark, you know. And then I was debating on this one because it's quite smaller, but I really love this lace on it. And again, it's for baking and stuff. It was originally $11.99, which I think is kind of crazy, but I got it for $5, and I love this lace look to it. And so yeah, I'm gonna try that, you know. And then you get like a spatula or something like this, you know, and press it down evenly, let it dry, and then peel it off. And this was not so dimensional like these ones are. So worst comes to worst, if that doesn't work, I could still use this as like a stamp. So that's why I got this one, because worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work, I can still use it another way. So I got those at Michael's, and then the rest is JoAnn's. I do not know the prices of all these because everything was like 70, some were 50, some were 60, 70, 80% off, and a lot of the things they didn't even have prices on it because I just wanted people to get them and get rid of them. But I did get these because I got stuff to make paper with, and I liked these shapes. I have a large rectangle, but not this smaller size, and I like this more because it's more like the size that we normally use for pages, and so I can use that for pages and covers and stuff. So I really loved that. And I loved, what's this one, a hexagon? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what's the 6 sides? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Is that pentagon, hexagon? I mixed up. But I loved that shape, so it made me think of honeycombs and stuff, and just a different shape in general, so I'm excited about that. So I'll add that to that stuff. And then they had more of these, which you put in between to make like tags and stuff. And I didn't know how many were in. Oh, there is 3. Okay. But I didn't know how many were per. Oh, there's tape on it. There we go. Oops. They look like oval and like regular size. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So, oh, I didn't know there was an envelope in there. So that's awesome. And then there's a thin tag, a round top tag, and then an oval, a circle, and then just 2 standard tags. Okay, I'm super glad I got that. And then I got some 12 by 12 paper. I got 2 paper pads and then some single sheets. This one isn't like a normal one I would normally go after, but I've been trying to get back into scrapbooking, and my daughter is into bright colors like this, you know, especially like these tie-dyes, the pinks and stuff. So I'll do a quick flip through. Yeah, like these stuff she's like really into. There's bikes, there's stripes, little things to cut apart. She loves glasses, you know. There's some ocean like stuff in here. Black and white stripes, I love that. That I can use very easily. Some, you know, pink stripes, that's really good for scrapbooking. There is some of this holographic stuff which I'm not huge into. There's some waves. Some fun summer stuff. I thought it wasn't too bad. So I got that. This has 2 front. That's funny. I never had that happen. It has 2 front covers. And then this one I liked more. This is more my style. This one, I'll turn this way. I got some single sheets underneath here. I don't think this one has some gold foil in it though. I'm kind of getting sick of the gold foil, to be honest. But yes, I'm loving this. And these ones are thicker than the other one. And there's some distressing going on. See that gold? I guess that's not too bad. I could use that for like Christmas maybe. But I love this. And it's, can you see the difference? This, how white the back is compared to this one is like that creamy color. So the pictures aren't white, so I liked that. But I liked all these like butterflies and stuff. There's some birds. Let me see if I can do this way. I love this one. See, there's like book pages in the back. This one has too much foil on, but I do like this side. This side's not bad. Flowers, butterflies, little designs, more butterflies. I could even fussy cut these out. That's not bad. It's a nice design. This one's got more gold in it. I don't know if I like the gold though. I like the butterflies. Like this collage going on. Some strips. More flowers. More butterflies. There we go. So that one I thought would be easier to use. Got some single sheets. They were like 19 cents a piece. These ones were from Bo Bunny, and I kind of like these. And I thought, you know, all of these would be fun to cut apart and use as ephemera for in journals. Like, look at that. You know, library card and stuff. Airmail. And just cut them out and distress them and stuff. And then, oops, sorry, I hit the camera, didn't I? And then there's all keys in the back. And then these ones were all tags, ready to go. Look how cute those are. And these are all neutral colors. You know, it's got like this gold brown, but other than that, it's like black and white. And then they got the clocks, and there's just speckles, dots over here. So I got 2 of those because I really liked these parts. This design, which isn't too bad, but kind of liked this. This like tile look to it. I know, it's kind of simple and easy. I do kind of like this strip too. Always look at the strips. You just never know. Yeah, like this one. This one's diced. That's kind of cool. This one had all different letters, so I thought that'd be kind of fun to cut out individually and use as ephemera. I like the B for butterfly. What collection is this? This is Charmed Chronicles. This one's clippings. But I really like the back of this. And then they got the ABCs down here strip. But I really like this distressed blue going on with the white stripes. It's like kind of like gingham. And then I loved all these numbers, and I was thinking I got my hole punch and I thought this would be like the perfect size and I can just punch these out, so I got 2 of these. Look at that, it's the exact size. And so yeah, I can just punch all these out. There's smaller numbers in the back in the strip. And then the back of it has this nice black on black tone. Sorry, my voice is still up and down. It's been a roller coaster lately. Here's some more cut parts. Simply the best. You know, just more ephemera to play with. Look at that hat. So I thought this actually isn't too bad. And I actually like this as well, because it has like that linen kind of stripe, and then there's keys here. And then this layout I really liked. That was kind of pretty with the grid and everything. There's some yellow in here, just distressed. I liked all these strips going on. And then they had stars in the background. I do like the butterflies. And I thought this one wasn't bad for a page. There's some numbers down there in yellow. This one's called Archives. That's kind of an interesting design. And then this one's crepe paper. Again, more stuff to just cut out and distress. And these were nice little pastel colors. This was from the Gingham Garden collection. I didn't know that. This one's called Souvenir. And then this is just some pink distress. Nothing special. But I really like this. This one's just American Craft. These are quite thin ones. And these are one-sided. Yeah. They just had some nice designs. Ooh, this one I ended up getting 2 of. Oh well. It's not bad. I like it. And then I want to do like an Americana journal, patriotic, and so I really like this flag. There's some little things in here I could use for, so I end up getting it anyways. I like the flower, you know, simple things. So that's all the 12 by 12s that I got, scrapbook paper. And then I was looking through the fabric. It was 60% off at the time. And I was looking for the specific one that had lemons on it. It was beautiful and I want to do a lemon journal. But at the time, it was only 50% off and it was originally like $12.99 and you have to buy 2 yards minimum. And so I didn't want to spend that much. And so I kept waiting for it to go down, and now that it's finally down, of course it was gone. But I did find this one that I thought wasn't bad. It's brown and it kind of reminds me of the, am I thinking tatting? What is that fabric I'm thinking of? Tim Holtz has a stamp like this. But it is brown, and normally you don't see this in brown. And so I thought this would be good for like on spines and stuff. And I don't know, just kind of interesting. And it had just these like 3 tones of brown. It's just neutral, kind of has that masculine look to it. I thought this could be quite virtual, you know, or not virtual, but used for multiple things. I thought nature stuff, you know, and we like the grungy colors, you know. It's not bad. Sorry, my voice is going in and out a lot. So I had to get 2 yards of it because I wouldn't let you have any less than that. And then this one, it didn't have 2 yards left on it. It had like just over a yard. And so I grabbed this one. They had a bunch of these that weren't even open yet, but I got the one that only had so much left, so I didn't have to buy completely 2 yards. But actually, I don't think I would have mind on this one. As you can see, it's like an off-white, because this is white and this is like that tan color. And it has all mushrooms. Isn't that so cool? And then it has the name of the mushroom. And somebody did a project with a hanky with flowers, and when I saw this, it instantly made me think of hers. I'll have to tag it in the description box below because I can't think of her name, because she's a new one that I just started noticing. I stumbled upon during the ABC April collaboration. So yeah, and so she really gave me an idea, and I'm like, oh my god, these are perfect, and I have to do the same thing with these mushrooms. So yeah, I got over a yard of this, so I'm happy with that. I finally got one of Tim Holtz tiny attachers or staplers, because I only got regular staplers, but this one's the tiny one. There's mini, standard, and then tinies. So I'm gonna have to look for more staples or whatever, because I like doing little things and I only have regular staples. So I thought that might be nice to have. I got some more glue sticks. They were like, what was it, 50 or 80% off? Sorry, the AC is turning on. It is super hot. I'm sorry. It's steaming hot here. It's very humid. But yeah, these were like 50 cents, I think. Oh, I did find these sunflowers, because this was like originally $1.99, so it was less than $1. And these cute little sunflowers because I want to do a sunflower journal. I found this pretty black applique. I thought that was really pretty, and normally these are kind of expensive, so I got it pretty cheap, and so I thought that wasn't bad because I want to do a special type of botanical type of journal. I thought that'd be perfect for it, like on the cover or something, and it wasn't bent up or anything, so that was nice. And then I got some of this, which is like that like leather. I don't think it's real leather, it's like fake leather. They call it craft lace, but I thought it'd be good for like toppers and stuff and tags and stuff. I thought it would be really cute, and just for little like clips on, you know, hanging off of pages and stuff. And I really liked these colors, you know, with this like red, white, and blue. This one's I'm assuming cranberry, cobalt blue, and ivory, and then aqua, rust, and kiwi. That one's gotta be rust, and that one's gotta be kiwi. I like the colors. I was getting some twine. You know, these are good too for sewing signatures. And this one's 8 yards. It was already like 99 cents, so I got this for like a quarter or something. It was pretty cheap. And then I found different ones in different colors. I liked this one, all the neutral colors. These are a little bit thicker though. Again, I can use these on tags as well. 10 yards. I don't know. Yo, 10 yards each. Okay, so that's nice. I like this one because it has like a mix. And then this was white, and then brown, and then dark brown. That's white, yellow, a blue, and a pink. Purple, pink. This one's like a very dark gray blue, a lighter blue, and a green. Purple, blue, yellow, pink, orange. So I got good variety going on for different colors for tying signatures in. I thought that was a good idea to stock up on. They even had gloves, and they were from Park Lane brands. These ones are heat resistant gloves, and I thought these would come in handy for projects. I got more of these vellum envelopes. These ones are A2. These are like the normal size cards I normally make, and there's 12 in a piece, so they weren't that much, so I stocked up on them because I really like those, and it was cheaper buying them that way than buying vellum and making them myself. They had this really cute stamp. I really like ones with cameras, and this one really looks like a vintage camera. And I like the traveling theme going on, like the compass, you know, the geotag, the globe, you know, memories, the plane. I actually like the planes that are in here. Adventure, this one. So some of them are kind of like, you know, too new for me, but these ones I really liked. And I thought other ones, like memories and stuff, I could use for like scrapbooking with my kiddos and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought that was worth it. I grabbed more of these. They had them on the lock thing where you had to have somebody on key, and I didn't want to wait, so I just tore it off. It was the last one. And so I'm going to add that into my stash to get more labels, because I got them super cheap. And then I went through their jewelry stuff. I got some more of these flatheads, so that there's 160 of them. This was the only color I could find. They got 3 different sizes, so I can do more charms. It was super cheap, so that's why I got it. Although I was hoping to find more like the antique colors, but they did have this one, so I grabbed that one. More jump rings, and they got the 3 different sizes in here. This color I like more. This one's like, what do they call this? Gunpowder or something like that. Gunmetal. So that'll come in handy for that too. These are just like toppers for bead casts. There's 28 of them, and I thought it was really pretty. Like a little flower. And then this has some too. There's small, medium, and like larger ones. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see through the plastic. But again, super cheap. There's 120 in there. These used to be connectors. I just thought they were pretty because they reminded me of mandalas or like doilies. They are really pretty. They're very thin, but I thought they were really pretty. Like they would have like jump rings in between this, you know, to connect into making jewelry and stuff, but I like it just as is and just glue them on the page, and they're super thin so they don't add too much dimension. Look how pretty those are. I don't know how many. Are these all the same size? Yeah, they look the exact same. There's 30 in here, so I thought that was worth it. These ones are cord ends. They have 3 different sizes, and I thought that would be interesting for tassels and stuff, you know, hanging off the journals. Experiment to try with. I've never used these. There's 70 of them and 3 different sizes, and I love that type of metal look. I like that brass look. I don't know what they call these. I've never seen these before, and I thought they were kind of interesting. But I thought maybe I could add something on these, and then you put those, you just kind of like tighten a little bit, and then, you know, put that through for like a charm or something. I don't know. It was interesting. I had to check it out. Maybe I can have this like sticking out on a page or something. I don't know. I wanted to try them out, and I got them like super cheap. I know it was less than $1, so. And there's 10 of them in here. And I like that kind of metal look. This is like antique gold and brass and stuff. I like these ones. I was really interested. I want to do something with things like this and have like a bunch of charms and dangles hanging off of these. This one has 3 adjustable clasps, so there's like 2 in a thing. This one has 6 end bars, and yeah, these ones 3 adjustable ones. Yeah, that's the same. So I got 2 of these ones and 1 of this one. You know, having all things hanging off of there and then hanging that off. I don't know. Something to play with. I found these ones, these lanyard hooks. There's 75 of them, but they got all different colors of metals. There's gold, there's like rose, or what do you call it, copper, silver, and black, I think, in here. Oh, and I do have some antique gold in there too. So those are always nice to use in journals too, to hook on tassels and charms and whatnot, or to use with closures. And then I found these metal tags. There's copper one, a brass one, and aluminum one. These ones are just like regular ones, and I want to do like a dog journal, and I'm like, oh, these would be perfect, because I kept looking for things like this to do like little dog tags, you know. So I really like that. And I don't know how many are in this one, but they do have special tools, you know, you can mark on there and like ink, you know, emboss into the metal, but I'll come up with something else. And then these tiny little tags, aren't they cute? And they're metal, so I thought just having them as is, just dangling off of pages, I thought was cute. Oh, I forgot this one. This one I got 2 because of the neutral colors in here. I got 2 grays and a nice brown. And they're really soft. I got some Scotch tape because this whole box was only $2 for all of this. And I don't know, hundreds of pieces, 2 rolls. I say 2 rolls are there. Oh, there's 2 boxes in here too. But this is the tape I use for when I'm like wrapping presents and stuff. My husband always gets the transparent one, which I hate. I like this kind more. I was trying to see what it uses. I was like one giant. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't have the proper thing for it, but that's perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. They were selling all their office stuff super cheap. And then I got these really cute, there's 250 count paper clips. I don't know because some of them are falling out, but they were really cute pastel colors. There's like a gray, a pink, and then a purple, and like an aqua color. Originally 3, and they were like 70% off, so they weren't that bad for that many of them. See, they're falling out everywhere. They were really packed in here. When I was doing for letter Q, I did quilt, and one of you was suggesting using a rotary cutter, and I do have one, but it does not cut worth anything. It never cuts good, and one of them suggested this brand works really good, and so I found one, and they didn't have the price there, and it wasn't until I got home I realized, and I kind of I looked online what other stores pay for it, and I kind of overpaid for it, so I should have looked that up more, but someone suggested this one works really well, so now I have one, and hopefully this will work better with the fabric and easier to cut. There is like, you know, like the curvy one to do like pinking, you know, cut, so they didn't have the individual blades, they just had the machine itself, the cutter itself. So I'm going to keep an eye out for the different types of blades for this brand instead. So I got that now. They had a bunch of these, you know, they always had hanging in the hallway to feel the fabrics, to try them out. And they had a bunch of different ones. A lot of them were like for thicker stuff, and I found this one that had just little strips of fabric in here, and this whole thing together was for $1, and it has this little clip with it. I always love finding little samples like this. And so you can see the layering in there. That was kind of interesting. I can peel these apart. I don't know what kind. Apparel. Interfacing basics. Gray featherweight. I don't know, but I liked them. I did like this flower piece and how it has them two sewn together. So yeah, I got all these little samples to play with. Just like wrinkly black color, just a small piece of it. This nice blue, and then this black in the background of it. Some red, more yellow, some gray. This one's really soft. So yeah, I thought for $1 that was kind of good for just like a small sample of different fabrics. Oh, there was more in there. There's more of these adjustable ones, these little clasps. Got another one of those. And then I found these little appliques too, because I want to do patriotic ones, and so I found these little stars, which are perfect for that. And then they also had 3-tab file folders. There's 100 count in here, and they're letter size, and they haven't even been opened. And I got it for $5. And I looked at like I actually looked at Office Depot. These things are like $25, $30. And so I got a bunch of manila envelopes now. So they had like 3 boxes of these. I only grabbed one because I thought 100 of them I think is good for me. And you know how Seven Plaza, how she always makes really awesome folders and everything. It kind of like made me think of that, how she does like, what was the name? Gunther, and what was the girl one that she made? Oh, I can't think of it. Gretchen. Those 2 journals that she made, it made me think of that, and all the other things she does with file folders. So now I got these, and they got the side tabs, you know, 3 different ones. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, that's all I got from that trip. I still have a bunch more. I'll do that in another haul, because I still got, during Easter break, we went up north, and I went thrifting up there, and I got some stuff. I got another one last JoAnn's haul I did today there, and I got some thrifting from Salvation Army and some from Goodwill. So I still got all those to share as well. So stay tuned for those. Sorry, I'm losing my voice and I can't stop coughing. So I need a break. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. I'm trying to get my voice back. Hopefully things get better soon. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.